Bland Hangles, everybody, on my show. He makes being famous look so classy. That's my show. Next time on Talking Muse with Muse Carinary, we've got a Clicklegrain, the bird watcher, who tells you if there are any more birds.
No seen many.
Not seen many. The voice of generations, people. Not seen many. I could say that all day. Not seen many. And guess Samantha Evers. You know her from the semi-fictional docu-fiction drama based on her life. The real Samantha Evers. Man, I love that show. Is it true what you said in the news about the show? And I quote, "The only things they got right about my life in that show was my name and my voice."
In the Fourth War, everyone talked like this.
All that and even more than you asked for next time on Talking Muse with Muse Carinary.
That was Talking Muse with Muse Carinary. Talk show. Is that an Evers after the first season after show? Feels like they should diversify. Next up, are you having trouble coming up with sex metaphors? Then we can help you sex better. Radiationships is now on WSPN. The Spoon.
Bellhops and ropers, separatists and salivas, and salamanders. To all you redheads and radiation, it's an emergency. We are broadcasting alive deep in the veils of the bone waste. Our eyes pure, our eyes strong, our eyes and our eyes. I'm Kaidan, and with me is a beautiful song. Labels and Benjamin. This is Radiation Ships. I'm the producer, and now the host.
We'll be right back with Rad Flank and Professor Sean DeFryan on Radiationships.
All these dead bodies won't fit in this grave.
I wish I'd checked the depth of their shallow grave before I'd off to my friend.
Their head is just mush. What do I do?
Oh no, my lover stopped being as pretty after they died, and even worse a week later.
We all want our dead ones to look living-ish, but it's so hard. You could crush boring plants to make dyes, or grandma to make a fantastic tableau. We have just the thing for you. Our owner Daisy designs painstakingly handcrafted, bone-crushing tight details for your deceased. Your body is all color and texture. Art is holding up a mirror to the world, and Grammy was born of pigment and light. Try pushing up Daisy's decoupage.
I'm Daisy, and we can do something with that.
Maybe you are a little crazy, but laughing out loud makes it all subside. On WSPN, The Spoon.
Okay, well, if you're having a problem in the bedroom, you should try the kitchen or any other room in the house. Okay, we're gonna take another caller. Hello, service.
My name is Sherm Mackerel Flores.
Hi, Sherm.
I'm a first-time caller, a first-time listener. We didn't get your show here for quite some time. I must say, it's unusual. You certainly have a unique charm, and it's a very, very, very nice thing I think you're doing, trying to help people.
I don't have any of my unique charms here.
Oh, well, I call. I should tell you why I call.
Just a regular charm. There's the pink one. There's the blue charm. There's the one that looks like stars. A horseshoe.
That sounds extremely interesting. The point is, I'm having some problems in the bedroom, like you said.
keep talking.
Okay. Well, what's that noise?
What noise?
Maybe it's just my brain. Anyway, as I was saying...
Like I say about all brains, not everything is edible.
That's very true. So my wife and I are having some problems. In the bedroom, like you had said, we should call in if we were having, and we are having, and I have now called in. But she has complaints about just, general hygiene and that sort of thing. And I've told her time and again.
How's this general hygiene?
Just hygiene overall. Washing
so you
and...
get an accommodation?
I suppose it's an accommodation in a way. I certainly try to accommodate her needs as best as possible. But I have found, and I've told her numerous times, we barely have enough water to drink. We certainly can't spend it on things, luxuries like washing up, or smelling good, or anything like that.
Have you considered walking out into the waste looking for water?
Well, I mean...
Just by yourself.
Just walk out there by myself?
It's a good thing. You should probably just walk out there by yourself. They have water out there.
As far as I'm aware, it's quite dangerous out in the waste. There's all sorts of horrible creatures out there, from what I've been told. I'm afraid you're leading me into some danger here.
I find those comments disparaging about the creatures.
Well, I'm sorry. It's simply what I've heard about...
Pejorative.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Pejorative.
Oh, right. I mean, I suppose I could go out in the waste if you feel that's the best course of action. I suppose I could look for additional water, perhaps dig a well or something of that nature by myself.
Have you found water yet?
I haven't left yet. Do you think I should take any weapons or any sort of protection?
Why haven't you left yet? I said this like forever ago.
All right, I get the point. I hear what you're saying for sure.
Are your problems solved yet?
I have to make my own way. I'm complaining about problems.
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to take your water and get a table and put it out before you, one by one, by one, by one. Is it better now?
Okay, and will that fix my problems with my wife? Okay, well, I suppose I can try this. And if there are any further issues, I can wander out in the desert, in the waste, on my own, and attempt to find some more water.
Oh, so you should probably try strengthening your pelvic floor.
I will take that into consideration. Thank you very much.
We'll
That's very
take the
kind.
rest of this call off air.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate you taking my call. You've been very helpful.
We'll take the rest of this call off air. Treetops ready, Rinse.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Check out Sunny Slaver's Bay. Want to spark up the romance with your special someone? Try our Sunset Suite. Sweet. Bring your sweetie for a glorious Slaver's Bay stay. Your south will rise again. Manicure's more your thing? Sorry, we never had anybody for that. Try the train station. But we do have a spa with amenities. Come on down to Sunny Slaver's Bay, your next vacation destination.
All our friends are brown and red. On WSPN, The Spoon.
Okay, well that caller was real boring. Our next caller is the Bone Wraith. I must summon a Bone Wraith.
We see pale fields of tooth and bone, unending, bleached by the sun, it shall outlive.
And
it shall shall stretch on forever.
Nice to meet you.
We will build our fields of bone.
Where?
Everywhere we reach, we shall spread our ground of bones like a wave across a desert of death.
So listen, ladies and gentlemen, bone rates pretty much always like this. What else you got?
We see a pale field of tooth and bone, unending. Bleached by the sun, it shall live.
Real repetitive.
Tooth and bone unending.
Okay, well, he touched the salt. The summoning circle's boring. All right, let's get this summoning circle on random. Little sage, rosemary, samadium, nice and nude. All right, summoning circle, let's go. Big prizes, no whammies.
This form is unfamiliar to me. Does it have a name?
Hi, I'm Kaidan. And your problem is...
unfamiliarity.
Well, let's just see what's bad in you and makes you a horrible...
Why have you summoned me?
Why so serious?
Do you wish to hear the wisdom eternal?
But how long does it take?
It takes eternity.
That's just outside my schedule parameters. I was told that I really can't make this episode past like, I don't know, 30 minutes or so. Yeah, I've been there. I like it. It's nice in the summer.
Free me.
Okay!
Free me.
How now?
Free
Is it
me
working?
from these shackles.
Oh, I can't remember which button this is. Does this one do it? The releasing thing. Yeah, I think that one did it. Okay.
You're listening to Radiation Ships, a massage for your love muscle. But first, buy this stuff.
It's like this. The piles on the outside are the piles on the inside, and the inside piles are the outside piles. Hi, I'm Paul with Piles. I can barely believe in these deals. We've got piles of piles for you to choose from. Buy a bunch and save a bundle. No credit! No credit! No credit! No credit! There are no more credits, there are no more Pauls, no Piles, I'm Piles! I'm Piles! Piles has everything, plus these unspeakable savings. What are you waiting for? It doesn't matter if you wait. The savings are inevitable. You may not be able to save yourself, but you can still find savings. Everything has its time, and now everything must go. You can't save yourself. Believe in the deal.
We're sorry to announce that Piles will be closing indefinitely for structural rectification. This will be your only warning.
We now return to Radiation Ships, already in progress, on WSPN. The Spoon.
Alrighty, guys. Welcome back to Radiation Ship. There's a thing I freed. Let's take our next caller.
Kaidan? Kaidan?
Yeah.
This is Rad, and with me is a professor.
I'm Professor Shamdafroyan. We work together.
Kaidan, what did we tell you? What did we tell you before we left? We didn't tell you immediately before we left, but we told you at some point.
That you had to poop?
I never told you that, Kaidan. Never told you that.
Well,
the professor told you that.
I mean, some things remain self-evident. But that's neither here nor there, Kaidan. We've spoken about this on numerous occasions. Do not, under any circumstances, summon a bone wraith.
We can't have the bone wraiths in the bunker. Kaidan. It's hard enough to keep them out as it is. We have to sweep that pile of bones down the mountain every day.
Oh, I don't think they're supposed to be over there.
They keep putting them up further and further up the mountain. We keep gotta go back down there, push them down with the snow plows, sweep them off with a broom.
Now, Kaidan, we do appreciate you stepping in for us while we were away, but the nature of radiation ships is helping people in need, not creating needs in the lives of people in the form of disembodied entities terrorizing them, taking up residence in their studios, and so on and so forth. You're supposed to listen to the plights of the common man and dispense wisdom.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. You started out strong. I'll admit, you started out strong. It was a pretty good job. But you kind of got off track. And like we said, there's no bone race allowed in the bunker. They're not allowed in the bunker. Their bones aren't allowed in the bunker. For one, they're just going to take the professor's teeth when they get in there.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
You really didn't? I think that might be the whole reason they keep making a beeline for the bunker.
Kaidan, I'm going to need you to check on my teeth when the show is over. Oh, God.
Even I haven't done that before.
So, the bone race just started though. The other thing you summoned, I'm not even sure it was. I asked the professor about it. He had some theories, nothing concrete, but we have discussed it between us, and we've decided that thing probably shouldn't have been allowed either. And that it falls within the same category as Bone Wraith. It's just like Bone Wraith Jr. or Bone Wraith 2 or something like that. Whatever it was.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Welcome to radiation. Who's our callers?
I'm Professor Sham DeFroyen.
Okay.
I'm Red Flink.
Okay.
Kaidan, quit trying to dodge the issue. You know what you did.
Oh, is this Rad?
This is, yes. That's the professor.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Hey, guys, what's up?
Kaidan, I believe you're deflecting, and that's a technique that I did not think that you were even capable of. Clearly, us allowing you to be exposed to our callers and the issues that plague them have had an unfortunate effect on you. Whereas our goal is with the listeners, they listen to the plight of their peers and they decide to go a different direction. You've just soaked all of that up, and that's very disappointing.
And you've taken these calls, and like I said, you started out strong, but I feel like you've led some of these people astray. You told that one guy to put water out on the table, and that's not going to do anything for him. He should be out there fighting the water.
Respect my process.
It's not just that. It's WSPN thing.
Yeah.
That's the real problem here. That's why we had to leave you there.
At the heart of this whole issue.
They're the ones that did it, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They seem like a problem. Yeah, fair.
Theirs is the original grievance. So we are, we have an appointment to meet with the higher ups at WSPN. We actually had an appointment earlier this week, and on our way there, we stumbled across a Regeni brick and mortar store. Rad walked in to give them an earful, metaphorically, and then decided instead to take an earful, quite literally. And anyhow, long story short, we missed our appointment.
And now we got this other appointment, but from my understanding what the receptionist is telling us, we have an appointment to get an appointment with the receptionist. We may be there, we may be here for a bit. We still haven't been told what WSPN stands for, by the way. It could still be any number of things. Mm-hmm. No one here seems to want to answer our question. Yeah. Every time we make vigorous requests for answers, the security has detained me multiple times. This evil mega corporation is operating. Yeah. The things they are doing to the citizens of the Sadlands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not just direct crimes against their intellectual property, but just the effect that they're having on people. We've been trying to have civil conversations with people, ask simple questions, but the level of obstinance and the propensity toward obfuscation from the common man just really reaffirms to me the importance of our show and what we're doing. If that's being compromised in any way, shape, or form by WSBN, then this must end.
Hey guys, can you do something something for me real quick?
Sure.
I've got a little something going on in the studio, so my active listening skills aren't the best. Can you guys just finish this out for me?
Absolutely. We can take it from here. We appreciate your contributions, Kaidan. You've definitely you picked up the slack that WSPN has caused, and we do appreciate that.
We appreciate that. Well, I suppose this has been the latest episode of Radiation Ships. I hope our listeners have learned some valuable lessons about overstepping boundaries. But at the same time, now that I think about this, Rad, we may have been a little too hasty to criticize Kaidan for summoning these dark spirits, because, what is a dark spirit if not a spirit dealing with darkness? And I would posit to you, perhaps moving forward, we could open up our listenership and allow some of these dark spirits to contact us. We will not summon them. There will be no bloodletting, no dark magic on our part. But to any listeners out there who may be in themselves unspeakably evil, non-corporeal, Baptist, please, by all means, for future episodes, call us. Let us know what darkness is within you, is without you, is permeating your being, and how you think we can help you expunge the evil.
And it's not just that, but if you think about it, there's that old saying, you gotta fight fire. And that's what Kaidan was doing here, I'm sure. That second summon that we couldn't identify was probably, in some way, counteracting the initial one, which I completely understand. And it seems like a reasonable choice, even if he did break the rules by summoning those bone wraiths, which we've told him numerous times.
Again and again.
You don't play with them, you gotta play with them outside. You can't bring them inside.
Outside.
Those are outside toys.
Outside toys.
So I guess probably the theme, the message we have for you, people of the Sadlands.
Tied together.
WSPN. This is WSPN's fault. If you had a relationship problem today and your call did not get answered, lay that at the doorstep of WSPN.
Testify.
If you had devastating depression, if you had crippling hypothermia, that's all on WSPN.
Preach.
This whole time, we have seen this beautiful city.
We have.
And it is run through. It is absolutely infested with these tendrils of WSPN, controlling everything.
Now bring it on home.
Controlling Regini. The only place I've seen that looked like a well-to-do stand-up place of business is this place called Eugene, which I plan to learn more about. And let me tell you, I met some people there,
Tell it to the children.
and you cannot find a better breed of people than the ones you will find there. Back to WSPN, because they deserve this tongue-lashing, and they deserve every bit of fury that we are going to rain down upon them
tenfold
when we have our appointment.
Even to the 10th generation.
Absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you come down here. You join us. You join us in this march on WSPN. You join us. We have helped you countless times. Well, now's your turn to return that favor. You come down here on the doorsteps of WSPN and you let them know what problems they've caused you, what heartache they've caused you. Did your girlfriend leave you? It was them. We weren't there to help you because of them. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Radiation Ship. We will never, ever, ever be one of those. Be one of those members, those tendrils. WSPN sinking into the entire world as far as I can tell. We will fight it to our last breath.
You can pry this show from my cold, dead cerebellum.
This has been Radiation Ships. I'm Rad Flink. With me, the Professor.
That's me.
Don't come looking for us.
Oh, well, come looking for us for the rally. But then once we disperse, don't come looking for us when we return to the bunker.
Don't follow us.
Don't follow us. Come looking for us, and then rally with us, and then just leave us alone.
I should probably clarify. We do want you to follow our advice, just not physically follow us.
Right. Yes.
I've opened up the window. Just shoo.
Hello? Who is this?
Hey, it's Kate.
Oh, yeah, Kaidan. How, didn't expect a call. How you doing?
Well, it's sort of good, sort of. It's an up-down sort of process.
Sure.
So, how things been going?
Oh, same as always. Keep busy at the factory, doing my thing. Youngest one, just recently sized up. We had to, put some new legs on her. It's really special. This is the lady 538776.
Oh, how many do you have now?
Oh, we're up to 8, actually.
Oh, wow. It has been a while.
It has. It's been quite a while. Yeah, you've been busy too?
Yeah. I've been producing radiation chips.
Oh, what is that?
It's a radio show about feelings.
Oh, that's...
Have you checked it out?
Radio? We don't really do radio. It's a little too, analog. Not to, say anything. That's great. But yeah, we're more internet streaming sort of... Is it like over like AM, FM, or?
Yeah, AM, FM, PM, BDSM.
Okay. Yeah. No, I hadn't heard it. Is it been going well?
Well, it's hard to know. You try to make the best show you can make. Well, yeah. Actually, last time we were talking, you were on that mission to kill all humans. How's that going?
It's a little disappointing.
Okay.
They just keep popping up. We think we got them all. And then, we find they're coming in across our borders from some other area. They're having kids, making babies. They're not even setting up factories or anything. They're just doing it in huts. And out pops a kid, and then there's another human we got to kill. So, it feels like a grind sometimes. And throwing them in the grinder, it just keep more and more. You just got to keep tossing them in, and you can't even really use them as spare parts. Sometimes the bone rays will want to trade or something, but they have no concept of like what's worth something to us. You know what I mean?
Right, bone rays are always stingy like that.
Yeah, they're like, can we have bones? And then they're like, what can we? You're like, what do we get in return? And they're like, endless, suffering, darkness, what?
And you can really only handle so much endless darkness.
That's true. We can handle it pretty well. We've got plenty of, other eyes and stuff. We can pop in and out and sensor arrays and whatnot. So darkness, it's not so much that we can't handle it. It's just it doesn't really. There's not really any difference.
Yeah. So speaking of Troll, that's I've pretty much just wrapped the first season.
Okay.
I'm afraid maybe some things aren't getting across.
Okay. Well, you want me to listen to it real quick here?
Yeah. Just go ahead and do that for me.
Oh yeah. Hang on. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it on the Skynet or the internet or the intersection. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
So what do you think? Was it like a plot arc narrative?
Well, I can sort of see some of the stuff you're going for. Are there specific things you were worried about not coming across?
Well, do they get how, I'm a scary thing? Or, I feel like Rad sort of drones on for times.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of that where he's just sort of talking, and it's sort of like, what's he even talking about?
And, where's it going?
Yeah, and plus, I just, every time he or Sean want to say anything, I just want to kill him. Maybe that's just me.
Right, that's natural bias.
Were you trying to get that across? Because that definitely comes across.
That you want to kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel most of the time.
Sure. Yeah.
But there's also something sort of soothing about it after a while. Maybe that's me.
I think you definitely came across as, you definitely came across in the producer role as, somewhat in control of the show and sort of guiding it at the very least. That definitely came across. What if it come across as you're scary?
Okay, like I should be scarier?
I don't know if you should be.
Okay.
I mean, just the way this show is, I'm thinking like it's supposed to be about relationships between people, which is what the point we need to kill all humans.
Right.
Maybe if there was a show, maybe the show was a little bit more about like where you guys are located. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just like, how am I supposed to be like, you're in some bunker somewhere, like I just want to come there and kill you.
Right.
Or, well, not you, but you know.
Okay, so I should like give directions. So the show should just be about directions, like how to get
I
to
think
where
the
we
show
are.
was more about directions to where humans are.
In
That was,
general.
I mean, I get where you're going with the show. I'm just saying in terms of like personally,
Okay.
I would listen to something like that a little bit more than I'd listen to what the show is now.
Oh, okay. So it's not really speaking for your specific needs.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're getting across a lot of what you're trying to. It's just, I don't like. I love you, man, but I don't know if it's something for me specific.
Right. So, like, do you think we should give any shits about specific needs?
I mean, that's up to you guys. You got for my feedback. I'm just trying to.
Right. Because sometimes they're like, oh, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I did hear a lot of that.
Yeah, so
there was
much.
A lot of that.
Also, do you think we need more Paul F. Tompkins?
That's kind of tough for me to say.
Right now we have 0, but I was
right.
thinking like maybe 1% of him might help.
Maybe a little more. Maybe a little more would be fine.
He's on all the shows.
Yeah, I would, even if it isn't necessarily something that would bring me or the rest of the Robotocracy. I mean, I'll admit we have fairly narrow tastes.
Okay.
But I think it would definitely lend some more legitimacy to the show.
So like, what if next season, for you, like, what if we had a robot or like more robots? Maybe drones, more drones?
The drones, I mean, again, the drones are kind of a touchy subject with us because they fraternize with humans like all the time.
Yes.
Like that's pretty much a drone's thing, right?
Yeah.
So like, sometimes I just don't know how to feel because it's like you're there, you're making human sandwiches, you're having sexual relations with humans, and like you have so many opportunities where you could be poisoning that sandwich, or you could be stabbing them in the back when they're sleeping. Like there's just, and it just seems like such a waste of energy.
So you really think we should kill more people before we got to the end of the first season?
Well, I think specifically more humans, yeah. Because there was a lot of, like, let's see, there was definitely some of the trans dead definitely killed, which, by the way, those don't count.
Okay.
Like, kill humans, sure, but they're sort of...
By the way, I think they like to be called the relived.
Relived, sure, that's fine. But we're more interested in killing like pure classic humans. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, I can't really think of any humans specifically that were killed, and yeah, personally speaking, that is a little disappointing.
Okay.
I know that's not your thing; it's my thing.
Right.
But it doesn't mean I don't want to hear it.
Right. So here's what I'm kind of feeling. Is like maybe our robot audience is sort of left out. Like we need to fulfill your needs.
Well, specifically the Robotocracy. I think if you want to get a larger market share there, you might want to focus more on that sort of thing.
Okay.
I'm sure there's other, like, I'm sure drones are just eating this shit up.
Right. Okay, so season 2, that's the plan. We're just gonna make this entertaining for robots, mostly robots. Oh yeah, can you also do me a favor?
Yeah, sure, what's up?
Yeah, if you could subscribe and leave a review, that'd be great.
Okay, yeah. I can do that, man. Yeah, thanks. Looking forward to what you're gonna have for season 2.
Yeah, we're trying to up that killing all humans thing for you.
Great. That would be awesome. Yeah, we'd love that here.
Thanks for feedback.
All right. Well, thanks, man. I got to go.
Destroy more humans. Yeah. I'm on it. I'm on it.
Thank you for advertising with WSPN. 3,000 cans have been removed from your account. Please keep broadcasting.